Hey there, everyone. This is day 82. Multiply your time and energy and effort. Simple to do, but there's a little bit of strategy, let's say. So when Regina first started working for me, if you don't know her, she's my office manager. She is amazing. The very first day she worked for me, I sat her down right across from the desk that I'm sitting at now. And I said, okay, here's Darren's best use of time. Number one, me being on stage, anywhere, everywhere, whether it's free or whether it's for a fee. My best use of time, being on stage. Number two, creating content, meaning YouTube videos, Facebook Live like this, or even writing an article for my blog. So that's my second best use of time. My third best use of time is creating programs, which are programs that I sell, which multiply the value so I can sell it to many people. And now I have to do a lot of other things. I have to do email, this, that, the other thing. So I have to do a lot of other things. But I said, that's my top three. I said, your job is to keep me doing those three things as much as possible. To take away, like to run and get the dry cleaning. I mean, she runs customer service along with Vicky and Patty and does all the amazing things behind the scene. But she also does little things like taking care of my DMV. Well, that's not a good use of my time to get my car registered. So she does some of those sideline things that just keep me focused and keep me creating content, getting on stage. She was to be staging stage events. Hey, David Clark. She does everything. Anyway, so how do you multiply your time? Well, you may have seen in some of my other teachings or on YouTube or in Stage Time, you might have seen that one of the things I talk about is your list. Your list is your number one tool. Your list is your number one asset, if you will, because it's the people who follow you, who listen to you, who you give content, promo, give content, promo. So they're the ones who want to learn more from you because you've helped them so much. So I just got off a Zoom call with India. And the India Toastmasters wanted to interview me and interview some of the other champs as well about questions that they're getting from their district. Now, I'm not sure how relevant it's going to be, but here's what I do know. A good 1 hour of my time, and they have a list of Toastmasters, thousands of Toastmasters that this video that we just recorded is going to go out to. So I have my list, but we also want to tap into other people's lists. If you're a guest on a podcast, you're promoted to their list. So what it does is it multiplies your time. So the more you and I can get interviewed on podcasts, on radio, on TV, it's going out to other people's lists. Now, we've got to be good. We've got to have the content that helps people, that gets them to want to know more. So before I even got on the call, one of the things that I asked was, am I allowed to promote a single website? Just one. Don't go promoting a whole bunch of them. So I promoted the top10speakingmistakes.com, top 10 speaking mistakes. So that is my, if you want to know more from Darren, go here. I didn't give him DarrenLaCroix.com. I might have mentioned Stage Time because that was in the background. But for the most part, I don't want to send him on a bunch of different places. I want to give him one URL. And this is a way that I give content and capture the lead to build my list. So I'm tapping into their list to build my list, but it's got to be good enough. They've got to feel some of your emotion and feel the encouragement you're giving them. But what you're doing essentially is tapping into their list. So for that 1 hour of time, especially when you're working with people who are really excited to interview you or excited to help their listeners solve the problem that you're uniquely qualified to help them solve. The better we do at that, the more excited they're going to be, the more they're going to promote your podcast or your interview to their list. The better response they get, the more people will pass it along to others. So my time was channeled. So I asked myself that same question I do before I go on stage. All right, and I pray, I ask God and the Holy Spirit to speak through me. So I ask for help, because I want to be present and I want to serve. The better I do, the more likely the content is going to be great. They're going to feel my enthusiasm, and the more likely they will spread the word and hopefully help people as well. That's part of the reason we're doing it. The more people you help, the more people follow you, the better you'll build your business. So multiply your time by getting interviewed. If you're not sure how to do that or why to do that, well, go online and search for podcasts that are within your area of influence or within your area of expertise that your expertise might go good. So for example, like Maureen Zappala, the imposter syndrome, she's got a book on that. So she might look for podcasts that are for smart people, because that's her market. That's the people that she serves the most, and that's the one her message is going to resonate the most with. Doesn't mean other places she can't, but if you're going to go searching for people to interview you start with the people who have the audience. Remember the questions from Alan Weiss. Why you? Who will pay? How do you reach them? Why you? Who needs that information, and how do you get in front of them? Jump online, do some Google searching, and reach out to people who have podcasts, who do interviews, that say, hey, they might be looking for guests. You might find right on their website that they're looking for guests. Well, apply. Why wouldn't you? It's one of the best things you could do, because now you're multiplying your time. Hope that helps. Inspire by example. Tell your story, because someone needs to hear it. And remember, stage time, stage time, stage time. See ya.